While Oppo's phones might have received some flack from a certain section of the audience this year, most of us here would agree that Oppo has actually taken the market by storm with its excellent audio products. It started off with the Oppo Enco M31 wireless neckband earbuds, which came with LDAC support and were possibly the best sound signature under Rs 5,000. And of course, it moved on to the W11 and the W31 truly wireless earbuds, which of course were affordable audio products that definitely didn't break the bank and of course gave you great value for money as well. And today we have the Oppo Enco W51, which is the next truly wireless earbuds, and these cost just Rs 5,000, a shade under Rs 5,000. And you know what the best part about these are? That they come with active noise cancellation tech. I think these are probably the most affordable pair of truly wireless earbuds with active noise cancellation tech in India for sure. So has Oppo cut any corners? Well, I'm Ashraf from Mr. Phone, and that's what I'm going to find out in my full review of the newly launched Oppo Enco W51. Alright, but before we move on, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it to get notified whenever Mr. Phone puts out an awesome new tech video. So the W51's case is a glossy plastic unit that is bound to attract scratches over a period of time, but it won't be easily visible on this white color, so that's actually a good thing. The W31's round case is actually better considering it comes with a matte finish. On the rear there is your now standard Type-C port for charging, but the biggest advantage of the Enco W51 is that you get wireless charging with the case, which makes it one of the very few TWS earbuds in this price range to come with this feature. Now, opening the case with one hand is absolutely impossible. Firstly, the form factor is that of a compact square box, and secondly, the glossy exterior makes it super slippery. Therefore, opening it with one hand is not that easy. You will have to use two hands for opening the lid, and that reduces the usability factor, but I guess most folks won't really care much about such a small detail. That said, while the rest of the lid is solidly built using tough plastic, the hinge doesn't inspire so much confidence. I was opening and closing the lid with kid gloves so that I won't end up breaking it. Anyway, once the lid is open, you will firstly notice that the W51 looks nearly identical to the W31. Anyway, there's a button that is used for putting the earbuds in pairing mode. You can see that the white LED is now like blinking. It is a weird place to actually put the LED light. I think it should have been on the outside because you have to open the lid every time you want to see if the case is actually charging or if there is charge left on it. Now, the other thing I noticed about the white color is that it is very difficult to actually keep it very clean. So I would suggest that you go for the black one so that at least it can maintain the cleanliness. Now, that about taking the buds out of the case is easy, but you know what, the magnets are not very strong and they actually fall off very easily when you shake it vigorously. As for the buds, they look pretty average if you ask me, but the fit is damn good. It definitely didn't fall off in my time with it. Also, these are the in-ear kind, so getting the right seal for the perfect fit matters. The other advantage is the W51 comes with IP54 rating and therefore is perfect for exercise sessions as well, as it won't get damaged with excessive sweat. Now, the W51 buds come with touch controls. By default, you can double tap the left earbuds to switch on and off the noise cancelling feature, and you can double tap the right one to move to the next song, and triple tap either one of the buds to invoke the Google Assistant like you can see on your screen right now. Now, if you own an Oppo phone running ColorOS 7, you can actually change the key mapping to one of your choice. It is disappointing that such a feature is not available for all Android phones. In fact, you won't even get software updates if Oppo decides to issue one. By the way, you also get ear detection, which means the music stops and plays again when you take any earbud out of your ear or put it back again. It works seamlessly and I face no problems as such. Now, with ANC on in my testing, I got around 3 hours and 15 minutes of continuous playback before it had to be put back to charge again. Note, I was playing music at 70% volume during the testing period, and the case can hold around 3 extra charges approximately. This is average battery life in the context of other products in the market. Oppo should improve the battery life in the next iteration. Now, the marquee feature of the W51 is its active noise cancelling technology. When you double tap the left earbud to switch ANC on or off, you get a friendly female voice prompt. The W51 does some very low level cancellation of a stable waveform. What I mean by that is that your continuous hum of an AC, a vacuum cleaner or an aircraft engine is all the W15 can cancel out. But for this price, that will actually do. When you crank up the volume of your music above 60% and with ANC on, you really cannot hear even human voices. Now, when it comes to maintaining a stable connection, I faced very few drops, rarely with ANC on, but not so often to break the experience. As for the gaming latency while playing COD Mobile, I was pleasantly surprised by how it wasn't so bad. Gun sounds were fairly instantaneous, but not really the best. I still liked it. Good job, Oppo. Let me just quickly show you guys how it sounds. So the Oppo W51 sound signature is a warm one with a woolly bass that isn't very refined. Also, there's some decay that you can notice if you listen to complex bass tracks such as by Thundercats. In comparison, the JVC HA810T achieves a bigger, bass-heavy and very tight bass sound. But the unrefined nature of the bass shouldn't deter you from the otherwise clean representation across the frequency spectrum. I really like the imaging and how things don't get muddy despite the bloated bass. And to top it off, the W51 manages to bring out the clean sound and nuances in the sparkly sections of Eco Boomed by Sammy. I must admit I was slightly taken aback by the clean treble response. This gives you a very heightened sense of detail in every song. And Oppo has actually done a very good job with the sound staging to ensure you get the right sense of space when listening to the initial portions of Time by Pink Floyd, where the church bells start clanging from the left to the right and you can distinctly hear the percussions layering on the left to the right with precision. With the W51s, what I can tell is Oppo has managed to tune it in the best way possible despite the limitations of the tiny 7mm drivers to make sure it sounds somewhat expensive thanks to the great soundstage. Now, in the same Pink Floyd song, everything goes according to plan until the bass drum kicks in at around the 2-minute 17-second mark, and the boomy bass just kills the mood in a drum beat. All Oppo needs to do is fix the bass and make it tighter in the next iteration of the W51. I tried to fix the sound signature by EQing, but unfortunately the drivers didn't respond. As for the mids, they're fine but prefer to stay in the background. I don't mind a warm laid back sound if the bass had a bit more bite to it, but alas, that's not the case here. Now, if you can live with that, you will appreciate the dynamics and details on offer with the W51's sound signature. Moving on to the call quality, I generally do this test by calling Pratik and asking him to record the call so I move around in a noisy area and in a quiet area as well. And this time he had no clue I was talking using the W51. He thought I was generally talking through a phone directly, and in general phone mics tend to sound better because they're closer to your mouth. And the W51 managed to replicate that feeling. Go ahead, listen to it for yourself.
Dude, तू पागल हो जाएगा सुन के बे बहुत clean है. There is literally no difference in a phone call and this call, normal wala.
Also, I'm sort of in a closed this thing like office में तो बहुत ही
I know noise नहीं
बहुत
होगा
ही sound proof है, so it is kind of clean. So
Dude,
basically
बहुत ज़्यादा clean है ये तो.
हाँ तो एक second रुक जा, maybe I'll just go to an area where you know there'll be a little bit of...
The Oppo Enco W51 is a crystal clear choice for anybody who wants active noise cancellation tech without breaking the bank or spending upwards of rupees 15,000, because that's where most of the active noise cancelling truly wireless earbuds lie. Now, you know what? The ANC works, the sound quality is warm and clean, and you of course get a flagship feature like wireless charging, and finally the call quality is class leading. But I'm sure anybody who's in the market for picking up a pair of truly wireless earbuds under rupees 5,000 must be wondering, how does the W51 compare to the OnePlus Buds? They were launched recently as well. Well, in simple words, the Enco W51 is actually better because of two primary reasons. It fits well and sounds better. The active noise cancellation is actually just an added advantage, and you will agree that it's a great added advantage at that. Having said that, if you're looking for great battery life, then the W51 will definitely disappoint you. Overall though, I enjoyed my time with the W51, and that's enough for me to ask you to consider these if you're in the market for a pair of truly wireless earbuds under rupees 5,000. But did it manage to wow me like the Lipotech Tevi or the Oppo Enco M31 or even the JVC HA810T, which are possibly my three favorite budget wireless audio gear in 2020? Well, no. What did you guys think of the Oppo Enco W51? Do let me know in the comment section below. This is Ashar from Mr. Phone. Goodbye and Godspeed, my friends.